wait and maybe be
fair
the
question.
judge. Of,
Yeah, I
of
mean
it.
I guess that's a personal preference kind of thing.
Yeah.
I had one of
Alright.
these, so I'm feeling.
Oh, you had
good.
some alcohol.
Here we go in this bitch.
Title T00.
Always classic.
Oh God, I love this fucking movie.
Can't think of a better way
This
to
is
close
the
out spooky
music that
season.
got me married. This is the music that got me married. This is the music that got me married. This is the music that
Yes,
got
it
me
is.
married.
Oh, my boy Chucky Cyphers, man, he passed away recently.
I know.
We lost a lot of icons here recently. Chris Christopherson passed away.
Yep.
Maggie Smith passed away. I think it was Maggie Smith. We lost John Ashton from Beverly Hills Cop.
That one hurt because
Yeah,
Beverly Hills
man.
Cop is like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop is a fucking classic. Absolutely. I'm glad he got
Another
to do
perfect
one
movie.
more run as Taggart too, in a good movie too, because the one for Netflix
Yeah,
is good.
I love the new one. This shot, always this shot.
Opening sequence is one of the greatest in all of horror.
I'm
I
just
would
gonna
argue
go.
one
just
of the
gonna-
greatest of all time in movies. Period.
Oh, yeah, I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't go
disagree
that
with
far. I think
He's already weighing
I'm
in
gonna
his shit.
disagree.
I've seen less than 5 minutes of the movie. Trust me, I already know.
I've seen a zillion better shots than this. No, I have no idea. But I do have the assumption that this is Michael Myers' point of view.
What would make you say that?
It's a good assumption.
What would make me say that? That right there. You heard that music? Fucking crazy. He's panicking because they turned the lights off. He's like, what the fuck?
You know, I'm so glad they like recreated this whole house for Halloween Kills
Oh gosh, yeah, so fucking
and
cool.
didn't like half-ass it like some of the other sequels.
No, they went above and beyond.
Man, there was a time in life where this was like what somebody's house would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was too young.
the Titans and the Dolphins do not have a
yes.
score still. That boy is so fucking fast.
Judith's boyfriend, who was a two-pump chump.
Yeah, two pump
Man,
jump.
gave it to her and left.
Yeah,
And she was like, call me tomorrow. He was like,
Thug
"Yeah,
life."
yeah."
Like, put the thug life glasses on him when he opens that door and looks back the last time.
I just love the tension. I know we talked about this when we did our review.
Mm-hmm.
Just the tension in this
Parker.
movie is just great.
Why? Why did we have to make that noise? Like, is he stabbing her?
Mm-hmm.
Shame. How dare you give your body up to that chump? That's why he killed her. Yo, that's wild. He just walked in there and was like, I'm killing you. How did she know? She knew who he was.
Yeah, she said his name.
What's up, mom, dad? Mom, dad? Oh, he killed his sister.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Who
Little
made
Mikey
that?
Myers.
Isn't she lovely?
I can't tell yet. The socks are not really doing it for me.
They would have been in 1978.
I believe you. Nothing makes you more angry when somebody says you should have said something after you've said something.
Yeah.
This dude is irate.
Yeah,
so
he's
upset
not
about
happy.
this. He is very upset about this guy getting out.
He's definitely very high-strung.
night.
Very high-strung character, and I love it.
Yeah.
How old was she in this?
5.
Well, Jamie Lee Curtis was 19 when they made
Yeah.
the movie.
What he said.
But in the movie itself, the character, I think, is 17.
17, correct.
And then she did that one movie we watched in between these, right?
Yep.
With the disco.
Yeah.
Yep. Prom night.
Yeah. Oh no.
That would be a bummer.
Oh,
No dancing for me.
The music is like almost motivational.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Get your blood pumping. Like, let's go.
murder, 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 murder. Stabbing. You're like, what? I can get with it, bro. I can get with it. Hit him with a car. Hit him. Like, holy shit. Oh man, I just made myself laugh. That's so stupid.
What's going through your head?
Because every time he shows up, the music comes on, right? So I was like, when he was in that car, he just started like going forward and back, like when the music starts scratching, like. This shit is so stupid, but that's what happened. What popped into my brain when he pulled up behind him and the music came on. Like if he was just see, like if he started walking in backwards into the scene and then, so the music was playing like backwards, like I don't know, it's just funny. That's why he never runs, because if he ran, then the music would play and fast forward. So that's why he walks the whole movie.
It sounded like Flight of the Bumblebee.
Coming up on one of the greatest monologues in movie history.
Yeah.
Wait, it's about to happen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second time you said that this movie has done something better than any other movie to ever movie.
Because it's so good.
It's very high praise.
It's a top 10 movie for me out of any movie.
That sheriff jacket just looks hot.
Yeah.
Probably was, because they, like I said, they were filming this in August.
In California.
In California, yeah.
Jeez Louise.
It takes place in Illinois, filmed in August in California in the middle of the summer. Lee Brackett, Sheriff of the Century.
He was not playing around, baby. Think I'm frantic for nothing? I carry a weapon around, sir. She didn't unlock that.
Very observant of you.
Did he stab her? What the fuck just happened?
It's you saw the same thing we did. Yeah, no.
Oh, like what the fuck's going on? That might have been the worst death I've seen in a horror movie. I'm not sure. That was definitely not the way she thought she was going to be getting choked out tonight. I know that.
Let's just start assuming she likes it like that. I'm sure that would have been in the lyrics of the Paul song she was singing. Paul.
Choke me, Paul.
Please choke me, Paul.
And then he just starts choking her. He has Paul written on his mask. I'm Paul. You wanted me to choke you. I'm in the closet and you don't know it. I'm in the closet and you don't know it. No, I'm serious, bro. He's in the closet. Like, I don't know. He's in the closet. Not that closet, the other closet. No!
I still got you.
Stab him. Stab him with something. Stab him with like a broom or something. Okay, or a knife. That's fine. Ah! I think that's
Just
probably
that sound. This is shunk.
Huh.
Admiring his work.
I could do better. Like what? What do you mean? Yeah. 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 He's like, oh my god, it's her.
I love how that shot is like the first real good shot you get of the mask in this movie.
Yeah.
Been there this whole time and you never noticed the fucking car.
Yeah.
What the fuck? 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 What the? No, I thought I was gonna do the piano part. I like the piano part. Well, I guess this is the piano part, but you know what I'm saying.
I was just scared to say. I was like, this is piano.
No, you know what I'm talking about. The other piano part. The doom,
Boom.
doom,
Boom. Bow.
I feel like this is not music I'm supposed to be getting down to, but every time some of the music comes on, I just can't help myself. Wanted her to trip so bad. Murdered.
See, that's a jack-o'-lantern right there. They put effort in that shit.
Yep. Time for things to get good.
Get good.
You know, it's funny. Things have been good for an hour for me.
I know.
Because I fucking love this movie so much.
I don't know about get good. I think it's been holding its own.
Let me rephrase that. You're about to get more interesting.
We have reached the juicy segment.
Yes, the juicy segment of the movie.
You can see her injury now.
What?
You can see her injury.
I didn't see her injury.
Her throat was slashed.
You can see her throat is slashed.
Oh, Jesus. He is really swinging. I love it. I love that they're all in there dead. She looks like somebody's mother.
That subtle reveal.
What a shot that is. That was kind of cool. How do you miss?
I don't think
How
he did
do you-
miss.
Huh?
No, I don't think he missed. I think that's
Yes,
what
he
wanted to
did.
do. No, I think that's
He
what he wanted
missed.
to do.
No, he was batting 1,000 until that swing, and he just missed completely to the left. You know what? I'm gonna chuck it up to nervousness. He'd been trying to get this girl the entire movie. He was nervous. He didn't want to mess it up. Thought too much. felt like he had to compensate, went to the left 'cause he thought he was maybe going to lean to the right a little bit, and he just missed it. That's what happened. That's my analysis of that one. What? He is walking so slow. They can just keep cutting back to him, and he's not going to be there.
He's further back every time. Like next cut, he'll be sitting on the couch watching the thing.
That'd be hilarious. Like, what you mean, motherfucker? I just came all the way down here to hit you. I was him. I'd be so mad. I'm gonna go back upstairs. What you mean, go back upstairs? No, I get to see what's going on. I walked all the way down here. The oh no is just getting me. Oh no. Ah! See, look at that.
He missed.
Missed again.
She did not.
She did not. She's batting 1,000. He's like, fuck, she got me. I gotta get out of here.
Ah, this fucking part's so
Dun-dun.
goddamn good.
Oh, look at this strategy. Look at this strategy. I think
Big
the
brain.
noise you're making might make it not work, but I get what she's going for. She's going for the make him think I went out the window while I hide in the closet.
That is one of the most barren closets I've ever seen. Not a lot of clothes there.
Yeah.
Lots of empty hangers. Clearly they have been doing laundry and slacking on it.
He is committed to getting this open.
He'll just karate chop the fucking thing open.
I mean, Michael has just given up.
Well, he's
Like-
giving up being stealthy and smooth.
Yeah, like he's just said, fuck it.
He's like, I'm just gonna have to brute force this.
What is happening?
She stabbed him in the eye.
Give me that. Picked up a knife.
Got him.
I wonder if he's dead.
That was good. That was good.
The fun part about this is I get to do this in every movie up until the latest movie.
In the next fucking like 9 or whatever.
It's going to be my running bit that everyone's going to be tired of.
He's dead.
I wonder if he's in there.
I wonder if he's alive.
Can't kill me. Just, my name is M.M. Michael Myers. What? What?
Hey, everybody, welcome back to We're Gonna Make You Watch. Got Brian here, as always, Isaiah and Warren. And in this episode, as you can see, we made Warren watch the OG, the one that started the slasher craze. Well, didn't start. The one that perfected the slasher craze. John Carpenter's 1978 Halloween. Before we get too deep into the discussion, Isaiah, what you been up to the past couple weeks?
You know, really
Actually, I
digging
guess it's
deep
been-
into.
A week, as a new, yeah.
It's only been a week, but we're into the thick of spooky season, so
We are.
you know, I've been getting some good movie watching in. You know, AMC started Fear Fest at the time that we're recording this, so they had the Halloween marathon to kick it off. So I watched a couple of them.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah, it was because we watched it because it started on Sunday, so I caught the last half of Halloween 2 and then Halloween 1, and H2O was going at that point as well. So I've watched Halloween now twice already in a matter of a couple of days, which I'm not mad at.
No,
Not mad at it at all. Beyond that, we went to our first haunted house of the season, so that was a lot of
nice.
fun.
I'm taking Warren to his first haunted house soon.
Oh, speaking of Warren, funny
He
thing
has no idea
that you
but
mentioned.
I am.
Funny thing that you mentioned Warren at this haunted house that we went to. I swear to God, Warren's doppelganger was there. I heard the voice, and it was exactly Warren's voice, and it looked exactly like him too, working behind the counter at this haunted house. I fucking almost flipped because I'm like, I should record this and send it to you guys because
Yeah, you should.
literally it looked and sounded like Warren.
That's funny.
It was fucking crazy. So we did a haunted house. They have a Minnesota home haunters group, and they are putting on this event where they get together and kind of network together because there's a bunch of people around here that do their own like haunted houses in their homes and do up their yards really good and everything. So they worked with this place called Nowhere Haunted House, which is like literally a mile from our house.
Oh, okay.
And we went there, had dinner, got to play some mini golf, and they have an arcade, everything. And then we got to do a lights on walkthrough of their haunted house just to kind of see how they do everything, which is really fucking cool.
That's pretty
like
neat.
I'll be posting the video of what I was able to get recorded from doing that walkthrough, but it was just really, really cool. Me and the wife did that. We had a lot of fun doing that. We were only expecting to be there like an hour or so, do the walkthrough and be done. But no, we were there most of the night.
Oh, wow.
We were there from about 5:30 till after 9. So,
oh yeah, that's a few hours.
yeah.
Damn.
And like, with this place, they've been around for a few years, and I just never got around to going to them. I found out they have escape rooms in the haunted maze that they do. So they have like 3 or 4 different escape rooms that they do too. I'm like, holy shit! If I would have known about this, I would have gone to this place a while ago. But
yeah, that sounds fun.
So if you're watching this, be on the lookout. I should have another video, just kind of a walkthrough of this place, uploaded to the YouTube for you guys to check out.
That'll be fun.
I got a question. For you. How did I do?
I mean, you were
like, how did I handle it? Having to
you were working there. You were working behind the counter.
Right. Yeah, and how was my service considering that I was terrified?
Very, very stellar, and you were sitting there joking around and shooting the shit with everybody. So,
that sounds like me. Not at all. In that type of scenario, I wouldn't have been telling y'all nothing. I'd have been trying to make you leave.
To be fair, where you were working was the arcade area, so it was kind of like laid out like a Dave and Buster's. So
that was definitely me. He knew. I knew what was up. I knew where to be.
That's funny.
Man, that's pretty cool though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Warren, what have you been up to for the past week? I kind of know, but
I was working at this haunted house, and
clearly,
no, that's still pretty cool. That's pretty. I'll be looking for the footage. Did you get me in any of the footage?
I didn't, because I felt bad if I would have tried to take a picture or record this dude without his knowledge. So,
man,
thank you for being.
She's like, I know somebody that looks like you. Click. No, I just been chilling. Went to my mom's today, did some yard work, took the dependent with me. My stepson was, no, he couldn't help me. He couldn't.
Oh,
he would have just made it work.
Oh, you took Amon?
I took Amon with me. Yeah.
Gotcha.
He helped me out. So, because my uncle's coming into town today. Well, he's probably here now, but
when
I
went
went over there and help. No.
I can't remember,
not this
one
one.
of your uncles was at the game, the AFC Championship last year, but I couldn't remember if it was that one or not. Wasn't one? One of your uncles.
Yeah. But not this one. This one, he lives in San Antonio.
Oh,
so he was not here when you came over. But yeah, so I did that today, and that's kind of been my time. I haven't done a whole lot. I don't do stuff, man. I really don't. Like, I
Work.
felt
We
so
just do work.
accomplished.
We play some video games every once in a
Like-
while. I mean,
Like, it made me realize how little I do because I felt so accomplished when I got home. Like, I was like, man, I did something other than my job today. That is fantastic.
Love it.
So yeah, that's
funny.
all I've been that's all I really did was that. Hadn't been doing too much. I'm stuck on a boss in Black Myth Wukong, so that's my life right now.
Okay.
I can't beat him, and I have an idea of why, and it's not anything of me accepting that my skills are not good enough. That's not it.
Gotcha.
No, but there's like a wind chime thing, I guess, that I could have that allows me to suppress his powers for a little while.
Oh, okay.
So apparently that technically, I mean, that to me would be the difference because I've been able to get his health pretty low.
Gotcha.
Just can't finish it off, but that would be able to probably put me over the top. But yeah, like other than that, I haven't been doing a whole lot, man. There's not a lot going on. I'm excited
season, so we've been watching football.
Yeah, football season. My team is
4-0?
winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My team bounced back.
Your team cheated. And
oh yeah.
Yeah, they activated Derrick Henry.
Yeah, they lined up a defensive end at running back and started handing him the ball.
Yeah, started handing him the ball, man. So that's
the
why
real
we've
story,
resorted
though, is
to just
Isaiah's
using the NFL.
Vikings that he doesn't give a shit about are 4-0.
Are just absolutely insane. They beat the brakes off of the Packers on Sunday,
bro,
and then let them come back just so they could tear their hearts out at the end.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Humbled them. Sam Darnold is playing Pro Bowl caliber football.
He's not seeing ghosts anymore. He's making ghosts now. He is just putting them down left and right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying my treatment that I'm receiving as a Chiefs fan, which is
of course,
just
you guys got
every
a good team,
ounce of help the NFL can give us is what I am taking in right now.
Yeah, they're gonna Rashee Rice is gonna miss some
He's gonna miss forever.
And so what I'm figuring is by the time Wednesday gets here, the NFL is gonna make a rule that they have to receive Jamar Chase in order. Like they're just gonna make up a rule. You got to give Jamar Chase to the Chiefs. Why? Because
like, him. It's either gonna be him or Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
or like Amari Cooper. One of them has to go to the Chiefs. Is the only thing.
It won't be Devontae. It won't be Devontae because the Raiders are unfortunately playing pretty good right now.
Yeah, but he didn't play.
That's okay. I mean, I understand that. They still won.
No one cares. Okay, no one cares.
Crosby.
No one cares that they won.
You're right. I'm not saying people do care. I'm
saying it because I'm a Chiefs fan. There are people who care because there are people who live in Vegas.
Nobody likes the Raiders. Even Raiders fans don't like the fucking Raiders. Like it's just
that's not true. That's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not true.
Talk to them. They don't even know 5 players. If you ask them how you think Devontae is going to bounce back, they're going to be like, "Who?" They're still holding on to the Maddeners of the Raiders. So I'm just playing. Obviously, there are definitely Raiders fans out there. I'm just being an asshole.
I was gonna say I'm excited for the Thunderbolts trailer. Did you see the Thunderbolts trailer? I'm excited for the Thunderbolts trailer. I saw that part already. I'm excited for the movie.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
It looks pretty good, man.
It does? Okay, cool.
I think I don't want to get ahead of myself. I think Marvel is making a comeback.
They're bouncing back from the struggle.
They're bouncing back.
They nailed it with everything past the Eternals.
Yeah.
Almost anyway.
They obviously nailed Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
that was
really
Reynolds.
good. I don't think.
Well, that counts. Okay, I'm counting it. I'm counting.
Okay, if that makes you feel better, good.
Because they were in the MCU, and it counts.
Yeah. Okay.
But that, and then the Captain America looks like that's going to be pretty good, and then Thunderbolts like it's going to be pretty good. Have you guys this is my last thing. I'm done. Have y'all seen the new John Wick spinoff coming? Ballerina.
Mm-mm.
I seen that there was a trailer that
I saw
dropped
that
for it, but
there's
I haven't
something coming,
seen it
but I
yet.
haven't seen the
Yeah,
trailer.
it's
or
got
anything.
I don't know how to say her name. Amy.
Ana de Armas?
Yeah, that. Yeah, she's in it, and she's the lead. So I'm excited to check that out. So far, I haven't disliked too much that she's been a part of.
Did you say Ana de Armas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
I
and
like her a
so
lot.
and Keanu's gonna be in it as well, not just
I
a
haven't seen
reference
John Wick
thing.
4 yet. Like, I need
I
to
am,
watch that movie. I'm
Counting on
slacking.
you to
I know. I'll watch it tonight. I'll watch it
rectify
tonight
that.
when I lay down and to relax.
I haven't
I'll put it
seen
on.
Beyond 2
Oh,
myself.
see,
Okay.
I own
Well-
the first 3, and I've watched them a few
All
times
right.
because I.
Well, I
just
don't know
love
why I
them.
brought this one up anymore.
I like the John Wick movies. I just haven't gotten around to see the 3
I
and
have to
4.
watch the trailer for that. It's called Ballerina.
Whatever, Brian. What have you been up to? What have you been up? Let's just move on.
Oh,
Y'all don't care.
What have I been up to? Well,
y'all don't care about John Wick.
I've
Let's just move on.
been getting grief from my best friend for not watching all the John Wick movies. I was sick for a few days.
Yeah, I heard about that. What was going on there?
I had some hurt, some nasty ass hurt. I went to the doctor's office to get checked out because I was having chest pains. And so I was like, I'm going to go make an appointment. I had a feeling I knew what it was, and I was right. And embarrassingly enough, it was massive indigestion. So I went to the doctor's office, and he confirmed that. He was like, yeah, man, you got indigestion. He basically told me to go get like a Prilosec, over the counter, medication. Just take one a day, and it should help. And it has. But I came out of the doctor's office, and like the next day I was fucking sick. I was like, wow, cool. I go to the doctor's office and I come out sick. So I had to miss my debut show with my band. So I couldn't fucking play. So I stayed home and I rested. I feel fine now. But I'm pissed because I lost most of my voice and I was rough. I sounded like dog shit. So I was like, I'm not even going to go to the show because I didn't want to risk getting anybody sick. And B, I was like, I'm not going to have fun. And I don't want my first experience with my new band to be that. So I'm just going to focus on getting everything learned and really, making my debut, a nice big debut for Halloween. Because that's one of our next shows. We have one more in between that, but I'm not going to sing that one either. I'm just going to tell them, you know what? You guys do that. I'm just going to focus on gearing up and debuting on Halloween. But I did do something kind of cool. As some of you guys know, I collect vinyl. And I found a very cool vinyl online that is pretty rare. And I found a good deal on it. And I went ahead and pulled the trigger, and it showed up. And I got it just now when I went to walk Roby. And that vinyl, it's not in great shape. The case is the record itself is immaculate. Is the soundtrack to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Oh, nice.
It's
Okay.
like I said, it's very rare. There's some damage on the front sleeve, as you guys can see. But the record itself is in very good condition, and I can't wait because it's like I said, it's not the score, it's the soundtrack. It's like the music that was playing on like the radio station and shit that
awesome.
Stretch worked at. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to pop this bad boy on. I need a fucking engineering degree to open up this fucking plastic. But it's got like the Cramps Goo Goo Muckas on there, and shit's got some Concrete Blonde tunes on there. So fuck yeah. This sucker
Did it
better
get
shape
damaged?
goes for about $280.
Holy
I
shit.
didn't pay that. I only paid like $60
Did
because of the damage on the case.
did the damage on the case come from? It was prior to because you said you bought it for cheap.
Yeah,
so,
I bought it on eBay. It was used.
Oh, so it was
looks like it
somebody's.
was water damage. It looks like the sleeve got wet or something. But yeah, other than that, the fucking record is in great shape, and apparently, according to them, they said it plays perfectly. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's all I really give a shit about, honestly. So yeah, Chainsaw 2, one of two records that I've been looking for pretty aggressively the past few months.
Nice.
The other one is a copy of Cyberpunk by Billy Idol. I found that also, and I bought that too.
Oh,
Nice.
And I got a great deal on that because that was a very rare record because they weren't pressing a lot of vinyl at the time. But I found a copy for only it said $80 or best offer. I offered $55, and the dude took it. So I was
Wow.
like,
Nice.
fuck yeah, man. So it's shipped. It's on the way. It'll be here shortly. So that's actually like my magnum opus that I was looking for because I've almost got all of Billy Idol's shit on vinyl.
Awesome.
The newer shit is going to be easy to find, so I haven't really worried about buying that because I see it every time I go to the record store, like his new EPs and stuff. I'm not really worried about that. But Cyberpunk and Charmed Life are the two that I've been having the most trouble finding, particularly Cyberpunk because it's such a rare record. But I jumped on that and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to have to see if I can get this. Scored it, and now all I got to do is pick up a copy of Charmed Life, which I really could do pretty easily because they're always for sale on eBay. I kind of want to find it in the wild, but I knew I was never going to find Cyberpunk out in the wild. It just wasn't going to happen. But there's chances of me finding Charmed Life, which is the one that has like Cradle of Love on it. It's a really good record. But yeah, so ironically, as much as I've been looking for Cyberpunk, it's not exactly the greatest record. It's really not. It's not Billy Idol's best shit, but it'll be part of my collection, and I'll almost have all of Billy Idol shit at that point. So yeah, yep, yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty stoked to fucking find this Chainsaw, bro. I can't wait to listen to it tonight.
Oh my god, I'm a loser.
You forgot something.
I forgot to talk about the fact that I'm going to WrestleMania this year.
You are going to
Holy shit! Okay.
I'm like, oh, I don't do shit, and then
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we locked that in over this weekend. Actually, on Saturday, we got a package set up to where we're gonna have both nights. Going to be there both nights. 3-day all access to WWE World. Which will have like meet and greets and stuff, the superstore, memorabilia in there, like ring used stuff that you can like look at, read up on history, on all that kind of thing.
Very cool.
It's an experience,
man.
One of the best experiences I've had.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. When did you go to Mania?
33.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then they're gonna send us a piece of the mat when it's over.
Oh,
that's
wow,
fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. So. It's pretty cool, man. I mean, there's some like, and we get
price of $17 billion.
Man, yeah. It's not that bad. We're gonna be on like the 50, like the section that's along the 50-yard line of the Raider Stadium, because that's where it's gonna be. So yeah, no, I'm pretty jazzed about that. I'll probably forget like I just did. And then, but no, that's what's up with me. That's what I should have led with.
Yeah, I remember you when you messaged that to me and Enrique, and you were like, "It's official, made our first payment." So
I'm fucking going.
Cool, I'm happy for you. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Okay, so that's what we've been up to. Now, let's get into this talk, man. Let's talk about what you thought of Halloween from 1978. So. No pressure, as you know. You know me. You know you can always tell me anything, but you do know this is my favorite movie of all time.
Just to kind of set the stage.
Just to throw that out there, it's probably in Isaiah. He said it. Would you say it's probably in your top 10 films of all time? Yeah.
Mm.
All right, Warren. What did you think of Halloween from 1978?
It was all right. It was all right. No, it was actually, I mean, it was pretty good. It falls under the category for me that I have right now of the old school horror movies that felt more like movies than like a horror gimmick type thing. It was just like a movie, and this was what was kind of happening.
Okay. Yeah.
though when we come across those are actually enjoyable because I get into the movie, because the story itself is intriguing with Michael. Probably one of the more intriguing ones that I've seen. Like Friday the 13th is like, eh, I get it, but you got to sustain some disbelief a little bit because he's like motivated by his dead mother to kill people. You're like, all right, I mean, whatever. But this is like real because this dude is fucking nuts. Like he's a psychopath. Something's wrong with him. He may not even be evil. But there's something wrong with him to the point where he just walks around killing people. And there's a doctor involved that's like trying to get people to like, yo, we need to get this guy. We cannot let this guy be out in the streets. He's going to cause people harm. And there are cases that are like that in real life where there are people who you cannot leave unsupervised or they will be a danger to themselves or to others. So I think that adds a lot of realism to it where you spend more time just enjoying the story play out. Are they going to get to him in time? Are we going to find out why he was like that? What is what is his obsession with the main character or the final girl and Jamie Lee Curtis? Is there a connection there? Is there something that she has that reminds him of his sister who he obviously murdered at the beginning or whatever the case may be? There's a lot in there that you can unpack and they don't really unpack any of it. And it's still a solid enough film that you don't feel robbed by the end of it, even though I didn't really unpack any of it. You're like, oh, that means there's more for me to come back to. So
I think that probably feeds into why I like the movie so much because to me, the unexplained can be a pretty scary thing because we don't know why he does what he does, and that to me makes him scarier. So that's just my personal preference, anyway. But yeah. So
I agree.
So you liked it? I love it.
Yeah, the music was dope. That might be the best part of the whole thing. It's just the music. I mean, I couldn't stop moving every time it came on.
Literally just talking about that. Like,
yeah, man. Like, anytime music come on, I'm ready.
So fucking good.
I've never been more excited for the killer to be on screen than I think I am with the Halloween movie because every time he pops up, the music's on. I mean, that music is just
they
everything.
Should have known he was there.
Yeah, I mean that is everything. I mean, like I said, it's almost motivate. I don't know why I felt the motivation was the word to use there, but that's what it felt like. When every time it comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, it's about to go down, it's about to happen. Like, let's go, let's get it. Michael might be the only killer that I've seen so far that I would want to win. Like I'd be like, I'm rooting for this guy because if we kill him, then the music stops, and I don't think I can support that.
That's funny. Yeah. I love it. Isaiah, do you remember your first experience with Halloween?
With Halloween 1, it wasn't the first one that I saw. The first Halloween movie I saw was Halloween 2.
Okay,
and I think, if I remember right, and I could be wrong, because I had a VHS recorded off of USA, and I think it was an episode of Up All Night where they did Nightmare 2 and Halloween 2.
Oh,
and
okay.
I could be wrong about that. But I know for sure Nightmare 2 was Up All Night. I think Halloween 2 was as well. But I saw Halloween 2 before I even seen anything for Halloween 1. But even before I saw Halloween 1, I saw Halloween 6. So I saw 2, then 6. I know.
That's hilarious.
It's weird. It's all over the place. So I saw Halloween 2, then Halloween 6, then I saw Halloween 1, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I think I was in like probably 10th or 11th grade when I first saw the first Halloween. So I was a little older. I wasn't as young as like I saw when I saw like Friday the 13th Part 6 or, the first Nightmare on Elm Street. So I was a little older. I was already well into my horror movie genre journey and loving everything I was seeing. So yeah, it was a little weird for me to see the 2 sequels before I saw the first one, but absolutely fell in love with the first one. I know we talked about it in our review, but I think it's the perfect horror movie. And it's my favorite out of the series, obviously, for obvious reasons. There's not much if anything, in the movie that it gets wrong.
Agreed. Yeah, this this movie's pretty much masterpiece. It's my favorite movie of all time. Period. I've said it a lot. Everybody knows that. Anybody that knows me knows that A, I'm a massive horror nerd, and B, Halloween 1 is my favorite film. Period. Whether it's horror or what, doesn't matter. There's a reason I have the killer tattooed on my chest. I mean, I fucking love this movie. I was pretty fucking young when I saw this. Like, the first horror movie that I remember seeing is The Fog.
Yep.
The second horror movie that I remember seeing is Halloween. And then I was able to watch Halloween right around the time that Halloween 2 actually came out in 81. It was because when Halloween 2 came out, my dad was working part-time at the base movie theater when we were stationed and living in Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany. And my dad, to make some extra money, worked at the movie theater that was on base, and he could get anybody in to watch the movies for free. And he let me come watch Halloween 2 in the movie theater.
That's
with
awesome.
him when he was working that night, and regretted it because I have been obsessed with horror movies pretty much ever since. They let me watch Halloween because like I said, my mom and dad didn't give a fuck, bro. Like what I will say though is they didn't go out of their way to rent these movies for me. But if they were on TV, they didn't give a fuck. So I got to watch Halloween and then go see Halloween 2 at the theater with my dad when he was working. So it's kind of cool. At the age of 4, I was watching Halloween 2 in the movie theater. But
Did so he knew you were watching that?
Yeah. He was working. He took me to work with him so I could watch it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. My folks didn't give a shit, bro.
Oh, man.
They didn't protect me from much. No, but you know what? I'd like to think I'm a relatively well-formed individial. Yeah, other people would tell you otherwise, probably.
He said well-formed.
Yeah, I haven't, butchered any dogs or cats or anything like that. So,
yeah,
there's that. Yes,
but yeah, I've loved this movie for so fucking long. Like, there was a time where I had like 9-10 different copies of this film. Anytime they re-released it, I would buy it. I don't know what happened to my VHS collection. I've moved a lot, and I think it got lost in the move, which sucks because I had there was a time when Blockbuster owned the rights to the film. So the only way you could get a copy of Halloween was by going to Blockbuster during Halloween season and buying a copy on VHS.
Who made that decision?
Blockbuster bought the rights.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they paid for it and they bought the rights. I had that copy on VHS. I had an absolutely horrible DVD copy that looked like a fucking Sega CD fucking game. It was awful. The rendering was terrible. You could see pixelation all over the place. It was so bad. And then I had a cleaned up version of it on DVD when they had THX come through and remastered it and cleaned it up, and it looked glorious. It looked brand new. I had that on DVD and VHS. I had a orange, or it was like a green book that you opened it, and it was 2 VHSs, and they were orange VHSs. One was
awesome.
Halloween 1978, and the other one was a bonus features that had all sorts of bonus shit on it. I'd love to have that back. So if anybody out there watching has a copy of that you'd be willing to sell, just hit me up because I'm trying to find that again. God, I had so many copies of that movie. It was ridiculous.
I still do.
And I still do. I've downsized a lot. Like, I've got the Blu-ray box set. Yep. I will probably eventually get all the 4Ks. I have Halloween 1 on 4K, and I have the entire new trilogy on 4K.
Mhm.
I will probably get all the rest of them on 4K at some point. But yeah, like I'm a massive nerd. Like to the point here. Here's how big my nerddom and my geekdom goes for this fucking franchise. When H2O came out, I went and saw it in the theater probably 8 times. Um, Full price for one, and then it hit the dollar theater a couple of weeks later, and then I would go every weekend because I didn't have shit else to do. I would just go because the dollar theater down in Biloxi was badass. You could buy a whole ass pizza and get a glass of beer and sit there and watch the movie, and they would bring your pizza to you and set it at the table
That's
in front of
awesome.
you while you were sitting there watching the movie. But yeah, I probably went 8 times to that dollar theater to watch fucking H2O, even though I didn't really like the movie all that much. I thought it was fine. But when it came out on VHS, you know, back then, not every movie when it hit video was immediately ready for sale. Like they didn't always do that. So when it hit VHS, I went to the video store to go rent it. And I asked them, I said, so do you guys not have any copies of this for sale? Like I can't buy it. And that's when they explained to me, it's like, oh no, that's you're not gonna find that in stores because it'd be expensive as hell because it didn't make its money back. Like it wasn't a massive box office success.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably made its money back, but it wasn't like a huge success. So I said, oh, okay. And he goes, but I mean, I'll sell you one if you want. And it was like, he was the owner. And I was like, oh, really? How much would it cost me? And he looked it up. He was like, I'll sell you a copy for $70. And I bought it. I paid $70 for a copy of H2O on VHS. And I was the only motherfucker that I knew that already had it on VHS. Weird flex, I know. But yeah, that's how deep my fucking geekdom goes for this fucking franchise that
Yeah.
I'll overpay for a fucking VHS for a mediocre installment to the franchise. So, I like the movie. I told you all that to tell you I like the movie. Any sequences you want to talk about, Warren? Any cool stuff? Any stuff that sticks out in your mind other than the music popping on every time he shows up on screen?
Obviously, all the kills were fairly simple, which I enjoyed. Nothing was too ridiculous. The the guy kill, I don't know his name, but
Bob?
when he's Bob, that one was probably to my recollection that I can remember was like the craziest kill that he did because he choked him out, then stabbed him and hung him there with the knife. Just kind of walked away from it. Well, at first he stared at him like, "Huh, you died." Like, what did you think was going to happen to him? So that was probably like the craziest one. I think that's the other part that I like about Michael is like it doesn't take much for him to get you. Like he's pretty good with what he's working with. He likes his kid. He likes his knife, and that's kind of what he's using.
Mm-hmm.
But he will use a phone cord if he has to. He will use, he will use what he has to use, but he prefers to just kill you with what he's bringing to the table. And so I kind of like that. I don't typically enjoy killers who have a really large kit
Yeah,
in
Mhm.
general.
just some
I enjoy
arsenal of shit.
simple. Yeah, I enjoy simple killers because it for me anyway. I enjoy the idea that I don't need a whole lot to get you, and I think
Okay.
that makes you more scary than like a dude who walks around with like 80 different ways to get. Like I'm like, bruh, okay, well, where I have no chance. Like that's not fun or scary anymore. That's just stupid. Yes, speaking to you, Art the Clown, is fucking ridiculous.
I knew exactly what you were talking about.
But like Michael, they're like, there's a chance, but also it's kind of like because there's like the element of as long as you can kind of keep your distance or not give him an advantage, you have a chance. Whereas some people, it's just like I don't have a chance no matter what I do. But it was like once he got his hands on somebody, it was over. And I was able to accept that because that was kind of the rules we set. Where if he doesn't quite have you, you got a chance if you can come up with a plan. But if he's got his hands on you, you can just kiss. Your role is done. That's cut for you. That's So I enjoyed most of those. I mean, he chokes a lot of people. I don't know if that continues throughout the series, but that was kind of his go-to move. My biggest gripe, I think, about the movie was how precise he was the entire movie until it was time to kill Jamie Lee Curtis and then plot armor kicked in, and he
I still
just
think
completely missed her.
I still think he didn't miss that first strike. I think he wanted
Stop
to
it!
hit
You
her
just
shoulder.
like the movie. You just love everything about.
He
the
missed
movie.
her
You
on
can't
the
say
couch
that.
for
You
sure, 100%.
He missed
Yeah,
her at the top of the thing too.
The top of the
They
stairs.
just did that so she could fall down the stairs, and be
Yeah.
injured. That was why they did it.
That's funny.
I don't know if that was like a voiceover thing when she was going like, "Oh no," when she was being chased. It sounded kind of punched in, but
Well,
it
yeah,
was
that's
not very
probably
good.
some of that. We are talking about a movie that was filmed with like I think 300 grand, something like that. It was it was the epitome of an independent film. $325,000 budget for 1978. Even then, that wasn't a lot of money for a movie, but it went on to make $70 million in the box office.
Man.
Which is why everybody and their mother was like, "Hey, let's rip this shit off." So then we had Friday the 13th, we had Happy Birthday to Me, we had, all these other movies. My Bloody Valentine is even really a ripoff of Halloween. It just happens to be a very good one. But yeah, it's it probably was some of that was probably just based on the fact that it didn't have a big budget, so they had some constraints. Deborah Hill once called this film a labor of love, because they just didn't have a lot, so they poured everything they could into the movie to the point that they wanted it to look like fall, so they kept recollecting the leaves and bagging them up and then using the same leaves over and over again to try to make it look like fall, because it was filmed in the middle of August. So all the little, which you don't even see a lot of fucking leaves on the ground because there's just not a lot. No. But all of those, they used them over and over again. So they had to collect these fucking leaves. They had such a limited budget. They were like, well, we need a mask. So they sent a PA to a store to buy some masks. And it was August. So they didn't have many. So he bought what they had. And one of them was a clown mask. And the other one was a Captain James T. Kirk Star Trek mask. So they took the Star Trek mask, spray painted it, and then fucking tease the fuck out of the hair to make it to give it as unique a look as they could. So that's
pretty wild. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the basis of the mask. It's a Captain Kirk mask from Star Trek. Then a lot of companies tried to replicate it and did an awful fucking job. Until Trick or Treat Studios really mastered it, and now you can get a very, very good looking mask for the Halloween franchise. You have, I believe, a couple behind you. If
Three from there, one down over here.
Yeah. I've got one. I've got a Halloween Kill or a Halloween 2018, but it's autographed by James Jude Courtney on one side and Nick Castle on the other.
Nice.
So yeah, man. I know too much about this fucking movie. I know a lot about this silly fucking movie that is so fucking glorious. Well, man, anything you guys want to add before we dip out of here? We've been kind of rambling on for a little bit. I particularly have.
I mean, happy Halloween to those of you that are watching, because this is coming out on the 28th, so right before Halloween.
Yeah.
Also,
safe.
if you haven't noticed, we've got a playlist of Halloween reviews, just short ones that me and Brian did. So we've reviewed every single movie leading up to here. So go ahead and check those out. I'll have that playlist somewhere around here. So
yeah, that's been fun. That's been fun doing those. Anything you want to add, Warren?
No, I'm
we do
pretty
gotta
good
tell,
here.
we do got to tell you what the next movie is. And Isaiah planned out a pretty good holiday season for us. So I'm going to let Isaiah.
He looks so thrilled.
No, because every time Isaiah picks the movies, it sucks. he just picks all the bad ones. Like Brian picks the layups, and then Isaiah tackles me like Ray Lewis. I don't understand.
I didn't pick Halloween. I didn't pick this. Isaiah picked this.
You liar.
No, I'm serious. Like I said,
because Isaiah's like, let's kick him in the nuts.
Movies
let's pick the movie that's going to break him.
He mapped it out ish.
Okay, all right, Isaiah. Okay, well, thank you for this easy night tonight.
He appreciates you. He gives you breaks every now and again.
Yeah, every now and then I got to give you a break.
Yeah, and then he's like, now how can I tear his soul out
Now
his chest? Like,
fuck him in
like,
yes.
Yes, but at the same time, I'm not here to completely destroy you.
No.
I mean,
if anything, it's making you stronger.
Got to build up that tolerance. Anyway,
I've noticed your beard's thicker now.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What are we
right.
hitting Warren with?
So, obviously, coming out of the Halloween season, going into Thanksgiving, we got 2 Thanksgiving movies coming up here. To kick things off, we're going to go with a classic from the 80s that was a drive-in classic by the name of Blood Rage. So, I'm sure you've never seen Blood Rage.
Yeah, he's so confused right now. He's like, I've never even heard of this.
All I'm going to say about it is that's not cranberry sauce, and you're going to understand why in the next episode.
Man, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the title. That just did not go at all. Like, like you were like, holiday season, Thanksgiving, Blood Rage, and I'm like, what? So what does
it actually had it had a different title before that. It's had actually, I think, a few different titles.
Yeah, it has.
So
I've actually only seen this movie one time, so I'm pretty excited to revisit it myself. So
it's a fun, weird movie.
It's very weird.
I'll say that.
It's called Blood Rage.
Blood Rage. Yeah, it'll be good.
All right.
It'll be good.
Okay.
So there you go. We're gonna make you watch Blood Rage, bro.
Sounds like a gore fest again.
Anyway,
Probably.
if you guys don't have anything more to add, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Guys, thank you so much for checking it out. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you think of Halloween. And thank you guys so much for the support and for the love. And be safe this spooky season. It'll be Halloween in a few days now. So be safe when you're out there doing your trick-or-treating or trunk-or-treating.
Get all the
and all
candies.
that good shit. Yes. Send me all of the candy corn. It's fine. I'll take it.
That's gross.
I don't eat it.
What?
I got plans. I got a plan.
I'm scared.
Yes, you are. You are scared and confused. So thank you guys so much. And with that, we will catch you on the next episode.